From one festival to another, this weekend, the 8th annual Filmi South Asian Film Festival, in association with TELUS, brings a wide selection of interesting films to Toronto from the South Asian diaspora. This year's themes include outsourcing, the journey home, and taking a chance. Celebrating films produced outside of India and the Bollywood system, Filmi continues to explore themes that appeal to a multicultural audience. Promoting South Asian independent films from around the world, Filmi aims to provide a forum for South Asian artists to showcase their cinematic passion and creativity. Toronto's own Vinay Chowdhury's Personality, Anurag Basu's closing night film Life in a Metro, and Maninder Channa's Japanese kung fu movie Fuku are just some of the highlights at this year's festival. And joining us now is Mohit Rajhans, co-founder of Filmi. Mohit, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Well, with the festival now in its 8th year, what does it mean to be able to showcase South Asian culture in film and the arts?
I think the biggest thing with a festival like this is we want to show that there's a wide variety of films and filmmakers from the community here, both in Canada and around the world. See, South Asians are so diverse in themselves. You can't just say that Bollywood represents South Asian films. So we aim to showcase, we're one of the only venues that can showcase this sort of work in Canada.
And you wanted to move away from the Bollywood stereotypes from the very beginning, right?
Right, definitely. And I think that's because when, you grow up in a country like Canada and you watch some of these films, you think, song and dance isn't always a part of our daily lives. There's a lot of real-life issues that we'd like to tackle, and I think one of the traditional mediums that South Asians have used is film to do so.
Well, some of the films deal with the influence of Western culture. How are South Asian filmmakers addressing identity in their works?
Well, it's interesting you say that because one of the themes that you mentioned earlier is the journey home. So a lot of people, pick up the camera and get a crew together and they go back to India to talk a little bit about what it's like from a Western point of view, even though they're South Asian. So that is one of the themes that's dominant in this year's festival. And of course, there's another theme that's dominant, that's outsourcing, and people are starting to take a look at it from a more comical standpoint because culturally, outsourcing has had a big impact on India.
Now, tell us how the festival is helping young filmmakers.
Oh, definitely. Every year we have panels and we have workshops with seasoned filmmakers speaking to the younger audience. This year we have one called Shooting in India, and that's being hosted by our very own Tushar Unadkat from Canada, and he's doing a panel for young filmmakers who are interested in possibly picking up a camera, getting that crew, and going abroad to shoot their next project, and some of the potential pitfalls that they might run into.
Some other issues that filmmakers are addressing are politics and religion. How are they doing that?
Well, see, the politics and religion will always be a part of any festival that highlights films of a certain culture. I think one of the brilliant parts about a festival like this is that we aim to sort of showcase a wide variety. The one conversation that we definitely want to highlight is the National Film Board's conversation called Living in a Muslim World, just to show people the wide variety of aspects and the wide variety of ways that people are addressing the stereotypes in the Muslim world, and that happens Saturday at the festival.
Well, Mohit, thank you for this inside look into the Toronto South Asian Film Festival.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, Filmi runs until Sunday, and for more information about the festival, you can check out filmi.org. We're going to take a break now, but we'll be back with more on Canoe Live.